My whole life, I never really had to work to be a great baseball player. Like, it just kind of everything came naturally for me. And when I got to college, it started to catch up. I went to TCU, was recruited highly and was going to go on and in my eyes was going to be there for 3 years and go on and become a major league star. And, that was not even the closest thing that happened at all. I was always one of the better players on my team, and in a hurry, I became not one of the better players on my team. Here I am, a junior now in college, haven't achieved any of the things that I thought I was going to set out to achieve. And now all of a sudden, I'm hurt. I'm watching all my teammates and guys that I played with growing up and people that I were recruited with, and they go on and get drafted and go on to play baseball. And here I am, not in the best shape of my life, obviously, and hurt and on the shelf. And so it was at that moment that I thought to myself, I got to make a couple changes in my life. I mean, this hasn't gone the way that I wanted to at all. I was calling myself a Christian, but the way my life was it just wasn't adding up. I needed to make some changes. I was just, super motivated to get back in the Word, start, going back to my roots, going to church again, diving into reading the Bible, doing all these things. And I'm just so motivated, and I'm like, man, I've got my life in order. My relationship with the Lord is starting to come back. I'm starting to heal. I'm coming back from surgery, and here we go. I'm headed into my redshirt junior year. Now it's time to shine. And we start that season, and I was awful. I was distraught. Like, I was crying myself to sleep. I can remember having conversations this is not the way this is supposed to be. Like, I take care of this. Me and you are good. I'm reading the Bible. I'm going to church. This isn't how this is supposed to work. Just one of those moments where you're just like, man, this is I get it. This isn't about me. There was so much relief in that. And from that point on, it literally, it changed me. I went into my redshirt senior year and played that whole season with just a new fire. Just completely different. And I honestly, truthfully, I didn't know if I was going to get drafted or not. We played our last game in the Super Regionals versus the University of Texas. And I remember walking off the field and thinking to myself, I might have just played the last baseball game I'm ever going to play. I remember saying that and thinking that and being okay with it. It's just crazy, how God works in our lives. I end up getting drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals, which couldn't have been a better organization for me to go and continue to be around guys that are faithful and a manager who's faithful and just be a part of something special in St. Louis. And that was huge for me to see that. God put me in that organization for a reason. The game of baseball I have no control over. The game of life I have no control over. All I have is my faith. If you're looking for some solid ground or some rock to hold on to, then there's only one way, and that's through Him.